Most people like to think of themselves as good. When they look in the mirror, they don't want to be ashamed of the things they've done in life. And thus, they'll make excuses for themselves. They'll create a fantasy world around them even when they're doing wrong, just so they can be proud of themselves, so they can go on existing in their fantasy. Here's a problem. When many people become vegans and vegetarians, they soon after realize that a lot of meat eaters naturally hate them. They hate them because their existence alone questions their lifestyle, questions their morals, questions their health. And because of this, they lash out. They'll send vegans and vegetarians emails that are extremely hateful, extremely abusive, bullying them. But here's the thing, they're living examples that meat eaters are wrong. Many meat eaters would rather us not exist because it's a reminder of how wrong they are. We have less colon cancer, less stomach cancer, and less heart disease. You can Google it. We live longer. And on top of that, we are more moral than they are. We cause less animal death. We do not create the direct and specific demand for the slaughter of animals which are slaughtered in millions every single day because of meat eaters. But for the sake of meat eaters going back to their mirror and feeling like everything's okay, liking the person they see, they come up with excuses for why they do what they do. They fight with us, even when we're not fighting them. They'll tell us that we are guilty. Some, if they're ignorant enough, will tell us that we're just as guilty as they are. Because we purchase foods such as wheat, such as corn, and in producing those foods, some animals are accidentally killed in the machines that produce those foods. Those animals dwell in the cornfields and the wheat fields, and they are accidentally ground up in the machines when collecting those foods. You gotta know how wrong someone is when they use an argument that incriminates themselves. Meat eaters don't want to acknowledge, many refuse to acknowledge, that they also consume vegetarian food on top of their meat food. And in this, they are just as guilty as us, undeniably. And even more so because of that direct and specific demand that they create that vegetarians do not create. I realize vegans and vegetarians are guilty to a degree. Just by walking outside, we're bound to squash a few bugs. But what meat eaters are doing as far as this argument goes is they're driving a Hummer while telling a Prius driver they're just as guilty, just because they also consume fuel, completely ignoring quantity. Maybe because their math skills are terrible? Or is it because they just want to look in the mirror and be proud of themselves? Goodbye.